Hello, and welcome to my first YouTube series. We're going to play some RimWorld, and this is a heavily modded set of RimWorld, and the mods will be listed in the description below. And let's go ahead and just get right on it. So we're going to start a new colony. We're going to play Crash Landed, which gives a decent amount of resources with 3 individuals and some other parts that go on to the map itself. We're going to make it fun with random. It makes a very random map, and it's definitely an adventure. I'm going to play medium for now. As I get to more series or more colonies that get destroyed, I'll probably take it up a notch, and we are going to play commitment mode. It might as well be hardcore. It's more fun that way. We're going to generate a random seed. Let's go with that one. Poker. Got it. We're going to do 50%, and I like to have a crowded community. Uh, more things to fight, more things to cause trouble in the world. So let's generate that. We're going to generate, you can see the large number of mods that I have. It makes some of the loading screens take a little longer, and the autosaves take a little longer as well, but I will list all of them in the description below. And yeehaw, that is a map. So for this playthrough, I am going to select a location and take it from there. So this seems like a nice little hot area. Decent amount of red. And let's see about, what about this spot? What is this? 40, 60. So we like to look at the growing periods that are here. Mountainous is fun because it has a little bit more to play into. I don't like that it has caves. Let's see, can I get rid of the caves in any of these spots? I don't think so. We might be stuck with caves, which is okay. I like this spot. 40, 60 in the days, which means we're going to have a decent growing period. And has some berries on it. And okay, so I'm going to play with advanced. I like to kick it up just a little bit higher. It gives a little bit more land to play with. That is perfectly fine. It's telling me that I'm going to be dealing with a decrease in faction reputation because I have close proximity. So I get to select 3 individuals. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select 3 of the group that is here. If I don't find 3 that I like, I have to reset all of them. It's just my little quirk that I like to do, and it gives a little bit of, I can't make it too overpowered of a group. So right out of the gate, Poopy here, Nicole, I don't like that she's missing a lot of the skilled labor. Maybe she would be good for the hauling aspect of it. So we'll see about that. Good shooting though. Shooting's always good. So the Starship Janitor, good in social and intellectual with crafting. We'll see about that one. A Night Owl, and then the Assembler, good at crafting. We're very light on plants, cooking, and construction. So I have to find someone that does that. This drifter has greedy with bloodlust. Yikes, we've got a difficult group here. The Space Marine is good at plants and cooking and construction, so we're definitely going to take you. And then the Entrepreneur is good at social. We're probably not going to take that one. The Survivor, middle line, we're very light on mining. Let's see, so you have mining. The Janitor was heavy into social and intellectual, which I don't need later. So, okay, we're going to do this group. So we'll run with Poopy, Norris, and Ver. Ver is really fully loaded. Oh, but you have some injuries. That's okay. That should be okay. They'll all be a little bit slow. Let's see what happens. It might be a poor choice to take this group to start, but you never know. All right, so we're going to land into this world and we're going to assess the situation that's there. So I'm going to pause the map. I'm going to get an idea of a good starting location to move to the base, set up the specific things we need, and see what happens. So 3 of you awake in your cryo-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. You land on the map. Alright, so we'll let them all go, and now I generally stop here. So we look at the map. What do we have to work with? Alright, so we've got some caves. There are bugs here, so we'll need to stay away from that area. There's some structures that we can probably pillage a little bit. Ooh, we actually got lucky here. So this is a decent amount of resources to start with. Some of the mods put these structures into the map. So that cave is pretty well clear, so that's fine. So I'm going to look along this mountain range here to get an idea if there's a spot that I like. I generally try to target an area that has a steam geyser so we can get some steam power going. Oh, this has a nice steam geyser here, and I can probably do plants against this area because the soil is considered rich. You can see in the bottom left corner it'll pop up the soil values, and it has a second geyser. There will be some risk of some spawning up here that will probably block this off, and I think I can probably build out through this area some defenses. Maybe we build into here and work through this area and then defend here. It's just gonna be a little tough here. We'll see what happens, but I like that idea. So that brings up the next adventure of getting everything over there. Luckily, we did take someone who's probably pretty good at hauling. So I start off by unhooking everything from being prevented, and then we go to each of the characters. So I want to assign the guns and the weaponry to the best possible users for that. So in the bio section, and I have a mod that gives me some additional information down here as well. I like to look at both. So the best shooter in the group is Poopy. So we'll give her the bolt action. Norris is the second best, so he gets the revolver, and Ver is going to have the dagger to start, or the knife. So then I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to set up a couple different areas. So initially, I like to set up a stockpile zone, in which this gives me the opportunity to build a structure that everything can get moved to, which I like to put walls over the top a little bit in that area, and then I like to put a roof over the top of it to do that. So whoever's going to do the structuring will help with that. Next step is getting some plants going, because food is critical in this game. So I like to build a few different rows to work off of, and this whole area is considered not all of the dark area is considered rich. So the growing will be a little bit better with that, and so we'll start with these 5. We have potatoes on that one, and I have mods that give a whole bunch of this stuff. But we'll run with the usuals, so some corn. Rice is also a good one if I can figure out where rice is on here. And then we definitely need heal root, as long as I think I can do it. And I may start it anyways. So I don't have someone that can do 8, but that's okay because they gain levels as we go. So with the 8 on there, that should help. And then the last remaining piece really is I like to play where there's manual priorities. So I'm going to set up everyone. We only have really one doctor. I forgot to check that when we went, but that's okay. So warden, handle, cook, really our only cook. Hunt, she's going to be my hauler. We decided that early on. That's why we went to where we were. Growing is going to be a little bit slow, but that's okay. And then we have mining, quarrying, smithing, tailor, and crafting. So who is my constructor? Norris is going to be my constructor. He's going to be slow at it. And I think he's also slow. This might be a little rough, but we shall see. So I'm okay leaving these as they are. So let's see how we do with that. So they're going to get going, and I'm going to play at a fast speed intentionally, just to kind of keep this moving along. Any encounters or fights, we will go ahead and slow down and work from there. But for now, this will be a good start. And I'm going to pause just to come over here and make sure some of this stuff is able to be hauled as well. We do want to set up claim it and uninstall it. Claim it, uninstall it, claim, uninstall, for a few of these items so that our builder can do that. I got some extra steel there. Let's see what else can we find. We can set some deconstruction on the ship chunk. Ooh, difficult words. I forgot to set that one. And I will need someone, once we get going here, to explore a couple of these areas to clean out the empty spaces that we were seeing earlier. Unfinished sculpture. I guess I will cancel it, and it should... no, it just disappeared. Well, that was a mistake. Oh, look at this. We've got some free uranium. That's kind of nice. And there's things we'll deconstruct, like this vent will be good to deconstruct to get the metal out of. This actually will be really good to uninstall. Same with the wooden dresser. So that helps with that. We're going to want to block this off in a sense. Not necessarily... well, we might block part of it off with a door, but I wouldn't mind if we get raids that come through here, force them to fight the bugs so I don't have to. That's kind of a cool idea. And so we'll want to go into these couple rooms. Okay, so let's get started up here. I'm going to want Norris to build some structures. Actually, let's do this really quickly. Let's take a peek in here. We're going to claim that. We're going to have Poopy go in here and see what happens. Ooh. A free butcher table. Now that's kind of nice. So the butcher table is going to help early on in case we kill off like this rat that's here, anything that might eat what we have, and deal with it from there. Okay, so Poopy's going to keep transferring that. I don't know, where did Norris end up? Ooh, we can do that one too. He is uninstalling all of the things that we set to uninstall, which will be helpful so Poopy can go and get them. Let's see, so he's going to run through here. I don't think that'll be a risk. And we really probably should get some beds put up. I would like to do maybe... build a roof over that for now. Oop. So he's going to get some roofs up, which is good. There's a lot of random animals. We have like a bunch of guinea pigs, surprisingly. There will be a little bit of a hassle when it comes to some of the plants, so we'll hunt them a little later on and work from there. A whole bunch of deer that are there. Okay, so we might want him to build maybe like 3 beds in here to give everyone just somewhere to sleep that's inside, because like he's sleeping outside. What are we looking at? 60 degrees is a little is cool for sleeping. He's going to want some recreation as well from the looks of it, so why don't we just put a horseshoe down and let them play horseshoes as we work from there. Alright, so the next day when they wake up, and did we accept someone who had, I don't remember, was one of them a night owl? Staggeringly ugly. Yeah, so I need to set up Ver correctly. So Ver needs to be a night owl, which if we look at Ver's information, I believe it says mood bonus from 23 to 6 and mood loss from 11 to 18. So if we look at this section, what did I just set it? 11 to 18, right? Oh my goodness, I already forgot. That's what I get. 11 to 18. Okay, so Ver should be sleeping from 11 to 18. So we're going to do sleep 11 to 18. And then we're going to do anything here through there. And for now, we won't do any more of the managed spaces. As we progress, we will work on that later. All right, so where is Poopy at? It's just going to keep, how much steel is that? 200 steel, so it's going to keep hauling that steel. Why don't we take her into here, claim nothing in there, and then let's go over here, claim that spot. Nothing in there. Okay, well that helps answer that. Oh, I guess we have this one space up here. Let's just do it really quick. Let's go see. It'll be a surprise. It's going to have everything we ever wanted, right? Or it's going to be a terribleness. Whoa. Okay. Well, I was not quite ready for that many beds. Claim them all and uninstall them all. So I could probably cancel these and... wow, that's a masterwork steel bed as well. Interesting. That is kind of new. Let's see what are one of the other ones. That's an excellent, poor, awful, poor, excellent. They apparently picked some beds, so we're gonna reinstall that one, and we're gonna reinstall that one, which is 17. So they can repair, which is good. So that'll help. But we'll at least get it down for that. And it looks like he's completed the build for our coverage for now. He's got a spot right there. Norris is still sleeping. I'm hoping all of the beds can move before too long, so that we don't have everyone sleeping all the way over there, because it takes so much time to run over there. So I do have some trees that can be harvested, which is nice. A cherry tree. We saw Ver cut down one of the apple trees, but more will grow as we progress, and I should be able to plant them later as well. Alright, it's going to drive me crazy to have to do this all the time. So I think it's going to be, let's see, where's the information on them? I don't actually know how to rename someone. I don't know. We're stuck with Poopy. Or we'll just call her Poppy. We could call her Poppy. Oh, and we have Scrooge, which is a capybara, which I believe can learn to attack, which is cool, and may, after learning those, be able to haul, which would be really valuable to have. So all three of those moved, which is good. The rest of these should be uninstalled, which is spot on. And we can continue on. I think what I'm going to end up doing is these things are still not there here. No, the meds, because of outdoor is locked down. So we're going to actually do this. We'll pause while we run through just sealing this up real quick. We can do that there. And then we will do a door there, a door there, door there, and a door there. Okay, so that's going to give the sealant we need to make sure that nothing decays. We can build a roof around it, which is fine. And Ver's going to get us price the wood we need to be able to keep building. We're obviously going to want to mine in and work through kind of a nice build in here, which we can develop as we go. I debated up here, but I think I think we'll focus here. We'll just build in, and then this will be like our leading. Later on will be our lead-in, just front entrance to everything, and we'll create a section in here that will be storage in the future. This turkey's probably going to get stuck inside, which is kind of hilarious. And then I don't know. Norris is going to be our miner, which it's going to be a little bit slow, which sucks, but that's okay. We'll be able to figure out some of that as we go as well. I might use like this section up here for storage of rocks, the extra chunks that are around everywhere, and we'll figure it out from there. So that was a great start and a good first episode right out of the gate. Yeah, I think we will pause here and continue on next time. Thank you for watching this episode of RimWorld. The mod list is in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, smash that like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and if you would like to be notified when new videos are posted, ring that little bell below. Additionally, you can follow my social media channels. Links are in the video description. Lastly, if you would like to support the channel and get free stuff, check out my affiliate link section in the description below. Have a great day.